All right, we're back for another Rumble. Are you ready, Chris?
I am ready, Dan. This time, the name of the game is the MVPs, the longest reigning Rumble participants, the people who lasted the longest in a Royal Rumble match.
But also lost that match.
Yes.
The following contest.
There are no actual winners in here, so there is no Rey Mysterio, there is no Chris Benoit.
Well, I mean, those two are here, but not for that Rumble.
Other superstars will join in the order
here
they
is
drew.
who did the best in a Rumble that didn't also win the Rumble. This will be a 20-man Royal Rumble match
over the top rope with both
instead
feet
of the
landing on
usual
the floor.
30.
The last
So we'll
superstar
have
in the
20
ring
out there.
will be declared
So
the
everyone
Royal
that's in
Rumble
here
winner
lasted at least
and will go on to
46
face the
minutes and
champion of
55
their
seconds
choice
in a Rumble and then
WrestleMania.
So of course this is the big list of workhorses, right?
So here's number one is Sami Zayn, who went 46 minutes and 55 seconds, only to lose in 2017.
Introducing the participants. First, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds.
One of the things we're going to talk about while we're doing this match here are some of these people who haven't won a Rumble. And whether or not I think they either should have before or should have since. Sami is someone I could see being a Royal Rumble a couple years or so.
Yeah, that's with how hot he's been the last 2 years. He could definitely be a future winner.
Absolutely. In fact, Sami Zayn main evented a Royal Rumble against Roman Reigns. It was one of the two Royal Rumbles, and Sami got the... No, Sami wasn't even in that match. It was Kevin Owens. But he was so hot, he was part of the storyline. Coming in at number 2.
Again, we said we will mention this person
Introducing the individual
only as a wrestler.
Number 2.
Only as a wrestler.
Chris
Montreal,
Benoit,
Quebec, Canada, weighing
47
in
minutes
at
and
253 pounds. Chris
only to lose in 2005. He won the year before from number 1, but
that we're not counting that one.
But this is the one where he also was a starter with Eddie, and then they went through a bunch of people, including Daniel Puder.
Including Daniel Puder. And that what was the unfortunate statistic of that Rumble was that Eddie's life. But that was a great way to start it off too. Eddie and Benoit, and then it's like, this is going to be awesome. Then they're like, nope, got to throw Puder to the woodshed.
He also purposely brought in Bob
Holly, yes.
So that was really beat up in the
Here's a match I would have loved to see in real life. Benoit versus Zayn. That would have been classic. Sami getting choked out here. Sami Zayn's, as we've said before, Sami Zayn's a fighter and a survivor. He's really cocky. I like that he started dancing there just for Benoit to close.
Next, it's Bray Wyatt, number 3. He lasted 47 minutes and 29 seconds, only to lose in 2015.
I was at that Rumble, and that was another one where massive boos when Bray Wyatt went over the top rope. But he had a really fun spot with the Boogeyman.
Oh yeah, they both did the reverse call.
Yep. And you didn't capture this on television, but Boogeyman fingernails flew off into the crowd.
Up next, Seth Rollins, 48 minutes and 37 seconds, only to lose in 2014.
Now Seth is a winner.
He won later. But not
he won in 2019, but not. And I believe that was his first Rumble too. Was 14. That was an all Shield extravaganza because he started with Punk. Rivalry revisited. Speaking of CM Punk,
CM Punk went 49 minutes and 12 seconds, only to lose at the same 2014 Royal Rumble, eliminated by Kane. And
We
then
didn't
he
know this
quit.
at the time.
And then he quit.
Yeah. We didn't know this at the time, but that was the last time we'd see Punk until Survivor Series 2023, Dan, in WWE. We know that Punk had stints elsewhere, but as far as WWE continuity was concerned, we would see quite a lot.
This is Lil Ray Ray. He was a former winner, but in 2009, he lasted 49 minutes and 26 seconds. Again, only 2 minutes.
Yes, which was very adequate. So we're not counting his stat as being the longest guy in a Rumble that also won up until very recently, actually. But good old Ray Ray. I believe he was number 1 in that Rumble, too, if I'm not mistaken. Which is why he was winning.
Well, he's like go-to early guy because he's got the skills and the breadth to do it.
Yes.
Dolph Ziggler, 49 minutes and 47 seconds, only to lose back in
And Ziggler, as everybody knows, is one of the a couple we're going to see in here. Is one of those MVPs who's been in a lot of Rumbles for a long amount of time.
If we went with like everybody that lasted more than 30 minutes, we'd have too many people, and I would imagine he'd be able to several times.
For sure.
The cutoff.
He just went to sleep.
Here comes the Rock, who lasted 51 minutes and 32 seconds, only to lose to Stone Cold Steve Austin in 98.
Yes. Of course, Rock would win 2 years later, so he would eventually get his due.
We have a full ring for the game, boys, so
These are all workhorses in here, too. Like, these are all...
that's the way it goes, right? We're going to last a long time in the Rumble because they can count on you to last a long time.
Exactly. That was just it, like, I worked with a guy, I won't say his name, but I still frequently work with him, so I'll leave it at that, who, his thing was, whenever he was in a battle ring, whoever he locked up with, he would go toss me. And that was like his thing, he always wanted to try to be in there for the least amount of time possible.
I've heard that happening with many guys.
Yes.
Like if I'm not winning, just get rid of me as soon as possible.
Some people just bang on the battle royals. There's your first elimination. Yes.
Well, I can imagine. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on in a battle royale, but there's a lot of bodies. That's where.
Yeah. And Benoit eliminated Nighthawk.
Well, even at the 2000 Rumble, I think there's only 3 guys in the ring, but the guy does a bulldog and he lands on Mosh's ankle. He lands the guy's head on it.
Yeah.
It's just like instant. Some guys hurt, and there's only 3 guys in the ring.
Well, there's 2 kinds of mindsets behind the Battle Royal. A lot of guys don't like them because they're not the focal point. So I can understand that. You know, they don't want to just go to a card and be an entrant in a Battle Royal that no one's going to remember them at the end. So I can understand that. On the other hand, sometimes a Battle Royal is like a night off. You really don't have to take a lot of bumps.
I heard like
just
Stone Cold talk on his podcast about like times where he'd be in a big feud and he'd love it because they'd do a pay-per-view match and they would just blow the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
that's why there's a lot of people now who are realizing that the positivity of tag team matches, and here comes the bottle Rick Martel.
Yes.
One of my very underrated talent in his days, and one of my underrated favorites. Like when I go back and watch old school wrestling, whenever there's like a Rick Martel match, it's one of those matches. Hell yeah, it's a Rick Martel match. Like it's like watching Kurt Hennig matches. He doesn't do this for Kurt Hennig, but solid technical wrestler. He always had a good match. You know, especially when the era focused on big men slapping meat. You could still count on Rick Martel to get a good match out of that. Speaking of big men that can slap meat.
Martel lasted 52 minutes and 17 seconds. Sheamus went 52-43. Just this last year, 2020.
Isn't that crazy that like actually genuinely feel bad for Sheamus over that statistic.
Well, that was the thing. Is he went straight. Like, it took him a week longer than Brock between his debut and winning a world title, and then since then it's been kind of.
I've always been kind of looking at that. Another elimination. Seth
Well,
Rollins gone.
I famously
And
wrote a
Rey
haiku.
Mysterio gone.
Rey Mysterio has been eliminated.
Well, there you go.
By touching John Cena as John Cena himself.
Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio eliminated. Bray Wyatt goes after Punk. Sami Zayn working with Dolph Ziggler, and Sheamus just slammed Rick Martel.
Dolph Ziggler looking like Michael P.S. Hayes.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm just like, I wouldn't put P.S. Hayes.
And I think Sheamus is out of here now. CM Punk takes out Sheamus. We're going to get 3 spots here. We're halfway through now. This is only a 20-man run.
That's gotta be
Hey!
53 minutes and 46 seconds. Back in.
2001.
Set the record for WrestleMania.
Yes. And which was his statistic for a long time until they decided to. That's one where sometimes I'm kind of like, maybe Kane should have won that one, but at the same time, choice stuff. That was at the Drew Carey spot.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. With 56 minutes and 48 seconds, of which he spent about 3 minutes inside the ring in 1999.
Almost shouldn't count it, but at the same time, it is the statistic that happens.
And there goes
There goes.
Oh, then he gets super kicked! Hot shot!
Austin almost went out right after he eliminated Rick Martel. Oh, that's great.
He's going to sleep!
Finn Balor's been in one Royal Rumble?
Finn Balor lasted 57 minutes and 38 seconds. Again, only to lose.
I think that might be his only Rumble appearance, too. I'd have to go back and look, but as far as I know, he's never been. That was a phenomenal Rumble, too, for Finn Balor.
Super kick, no!
Finn Balor's another guy I can see in, maybe the next 2 years or so, he gets a Rumble belt, has a last reign as champion, because he's up there now. He's not around for much longer. He's an aging competitor, but still phenomenal. Or extraordinary, I think was his moniker. We're out of here. Here comes Randy.
Randy Orton, 58 minutes and 30 seconds. 2021!
Yes, him and Edge were 1-2 that year, and no fans. They had, or that might have been in 2020. The weird no fans brawl that they had.
Oh, the greatest match ever?
Yes. Oh, Sammy's out.
Sami Zayn has been eliminated.
You know, I have come around on Randy Orton probably bigger than anybody else, because I remember just like, there was a period of time where I just loathed everything Randy Orton did, and now, I'm just because of my education and professional, I can see just how good Randy Orton is, and now everything he does, I feel like is good. And maybe that's because there are some other talents who have set the bar a little too low, but here comes Roman. Now, of course, Roman has won before, but his Iron Man match came when, Dan?
59 minutes and 48 seconds in 2006. 2016.
He's still a baby back then. But yes, 2016. Kane's out of here. by the guy who eliminated him in 2001. Yeah, that was the big Roman thing, and it came down to Triple H and I believe John Moxley, Dean Ambrose. Hey, here comes a guy that's never won a Rumble but has always been an MVP.
So Chris Jericho is technically on this list 3 times. Lasted 47 minutes and 53 seconds in 2013. Lasted 51 minutes and 20 seconds in 2016. And 1 hour and 32 seconds in 2017.
And rather than have 3 different versions of Jericho here, which you probably could actually, because you could have Y2J era, you could have Big Word Suit Jericho, and then you could have the one he did in New Japan, Painkiller.
Triple H also on this list 3 times. 48 minutes and 4 seconds in 2006, 50 minutes flat in 2009, and 1 hour and 16 seconds in the scenario. We'll throw it back up as we have a
I had my microphone muted for a split second. It happens. Triple H going after Jericho. Austin getting involved here. Of course, Randy. Randy's over the top. Yes, they earned it. Randy's out of here. So we're going to get 2 more competitors and then one elimination to get our 20th entry in here.
It's Mr. Bob Backlund.
Backlund.
Who in 1993 lasted 60 minutes and 10 seconds.
Good night. That was, of course, the Yokozuna Rumble.
First time the title shot was on. Thanks to Caesar Cleopatra.
Yeah, I think Bob Backlund also is also on the list for shortest runs in the Rumble, if I'm not mistaken. And look at him take out David Reigns. Mr. Backlund. So we're gonna get a full house here.
Gunther, 71 minutes and 40 seconds just last year.
That's a guy who's gonna 100% win at some point, and he's gonna have a long reign as world champion.
And he comes in and Tiger Bombs Austin and Big Boots Jericho.
Sounds about right. All right, so 1 man left to go for the longest. The non-winner Iron Man, what this basically is. The non-winner Iron Man. We probably could have had some fun and filled it with nobody who's ever won one, but I like it. Austin's gone. Austin, a previous winner of our collection. He will not be on the Royalist Rumble list 2 times.
It's Daniel Bryan who lasted 76 minutes and 5 seconds at the greatest
Finn
Rumble.
Balor has been eliminated.
So they don't
which was
mention-
not the greatest Royal Rumble. Well, they don't mention it for multiple reasons now, but
It's not because he's the guy.
yeah.
This is
But
it.
of course, Danielson's had plenty of other long Rumble appearances. I know he was in the 40-man Rumble. He was number 2. I don't think he lasted too long in there, but I remember he was an early entrant. He's had a couple of MVP Rumble-style appearances. He's also a guy that 100% should have won the 2015 Rumble from, but we all know how that went down.
Well, there was, so going through the list, I found as many guys where no one lasted MVP.
Yes.
It's like, usually it comes in waves. Like 3 years in a row, no one lasted a long time. I think 3 years in a row, like 5 guys lasted over a half time. And Daniel Bryan's already gone, thanks to Bray Wyatt.
Thanks to Bray Wyatt. Going after Gunther now. We're down to 5, Dan.
Oh, come on, don't grab him. You want Triple H gone.
Dan, we're down to 5.
Oh. Jesus! There's 5 of them.
With Bob Backlund and Bray Wyatt doing a double team here.
But he fights him off.
Oh, Chris
Hey.
Jericho's not getting eliminated like that.
He saved himself, which is what
Saved me. And Bob Backlund just hardcore power slam.
That was an Alabama song.
And Jericho is...
Just slap him in the face, slap him in the chest.
There you go.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Yeah.
Well, that was the SVR cheese. Is he would always be 29 or 30, and then he would win.
Yes. Yes. No.
Oh, come on!
Yes.
Well, Bray was number 3, and he's in the final 4.
Good for him. Even if he gets eliminated, that's an MVP style performance right there. And of course, Bob Backlund is the dark horse candidate in this one, because we might see a Bob Backlund victory here. Because Bob Backlund, the ironest of the Iron Men. This is also a good collection of Iron Men, though, with the exception of these guys. Oh, Backlund's out of here. Gunther just manhandled Backlund over the top rope. Down to 3. Speaking of cheese, and Gunther's taking some time to cheese right there. Gunther and Bray Wyatt gonna back it up in the corner.
The guys need to work over Triple H.
The Eater of Worlds wants to get rid of good old Gunther.
The Ring General. Harley Race.
There's the old knee. Harley Race knee. Standard triple threat. One guy attack one guy. Other guy attack the other guy. And Gunther is... Bray's out of here. And now...
Eliminated.
They're going to do the thing. They're going to do the thing.
Are they going to point?
Gonna beat Triple H now. Gunther.
Oh! Gunther just flattened the game.
The game.
Ring general.
I demand.
Oh, I thought he was gonna knee him right over the top rope. And Gunther is going over, and he's out. Triple H wins.
Here is your winner.
So the ironest Iron Man is the game. Triple H.
Point,
So
son, point.
Yes, that's going to conclude this version of the CKCC Royal Rumble. Here, we have lots more content coming your way, lots more Rumbles, and if you have a suggestion for a Royal Rumble, drop it in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. And if you're a subscriber and you're leaving comments and you're liking our stuff, we will consider your Royal Rumble idea. We will see you at the next one.